The Italian Wine Podcast is the community-driven platform for Italian wine geeks around the world. Support the show by donating at italianwinepodcast.com. Donate €5 or more and we'll send you a copy of our latest book, My Italian Grape Geek Journal, absolutely free. To get your free copy of My Italian Grape Geek Journal, click support us at italianwinepodcast.com or wherever you get your pods. Grazie mille.
For all the super wine geeks out there, we have a special new series dedicated to you. We are reading excerpts from our new edition of Italian Wine Unplugged 2.0. Wine lovers, tune in for your weekly fix only on Italian Wine Podcast. If you want to own a copy of this new must-read Italian wine textbook, just go to Amazon.com or visit us at mamajumboshrimp.com.
Foglia Tonda. Red. Description. The name of this variety derives from the shape of its leaf, which can be almost perfectly round. Foglia Tonda literally means round leaf. However, it is not to be confused with another round leaf variety called Foglia Tonda. Associated regions and DOPs. Tuscany. It is officially allowed in the provinces of Pisa, Firenze, and Siena. In the vineyard, it is characterized by medium-sized pyramidal compact bunches and brown berries. Botrytis is a real problem in wet autumns. In the glass, monovarietal wines recall red currant, dried plums, and cinnamon, with nuances of tobacco, with strong but smooth tannins and overall high acidities. Forastera. White. Description. Forastera, or forestiera in Italian, means foreigner. The name tells the story and origins of this grape. Associated regions and DOPs. Campania. It grows almost exclusively on the island of Ischia. The best wine is DOC Ischia Forastera. In the DOC Ischia Bianco wines, Forastera is part of a blend. In the vineyard, medium-sized bunches and berries. It's a very vigorous and productive variety, sensitive to oidium and botrytis bunch rot. In the glass, a good Forastera is herbal, wild fennel, oregano, mint, and celine, with hints of ripe golden delicious apple and dried apricot. It has a rich mouthfeel. Forgiarin. Red. Description. Forgiarin's name derives from the town of Forgaria, Fogliarie, where this cultivar originates. Also called Forzarin or Forgiarina. Associated regions and DOPs. Friuli Venezia Giulia. It is grown only in the Pordenone province, around Pinzano al Tagliamento and Castelnuovo del Friuli. With little production volume, there is no DOC available, only some IGT wines, Alto Livenza, Venezia Giulia, Delle Venezie. In the vineyard, medium-sized bunches and berries. Forgiarin has an extreme oidium sensitivity. In the glass, lightly colored, fresh, floral, almond and blackcurrant accented, medium-bodied reds. Fortana. Red. Description. Up until the 20th century, Fortana was known as Uva d'Oro, golden grape, or as Fruttana, plenty of fruits, or very fruity. Both these names refer to Fortana's copious yields. Associated regions and DOPs. Emilia-Romagna. It grows mainly in the coastal countryside that extends from the mouth of the Po River at Goro to the source of the Reno River around Ravenna, and in the provinces of Parma and Reggio Emilia. The wine is most interesting when the grapes are grown near Ferrara in the Bosco Eliceo, which is the one Grand Cru for the variety and the only DOC that allows for up to 100% Fortana, with a minimum 85%.
Are you an enjoying this podcast? There is so much more high-quality wine content available from Mama Jumbo Shrimp. Check out our new wine study maps, our books on Italian wine, including Italian Wine Unplugged, the Jumbo Shrimp Guide to Italian Wine, Sangiovese Lambrusco and Other Stories, and much, much more on our website, mamajumboshrimp.com. Now back to the show.
In the vineyard, large-sized bunches and berries. It is a rustic, it behaves like wild grapevines, and vigorous variety. It is a very consistent and reliable producer with a good disease resistance. In the glass, characterized by bright red cherry and raspberry aromas and flavors, complicated by notes of cocoa, black pepper, quinine, and licorice. The wine can be both dry or sweet. The dry sparkling version is the most typical. Gamba Rossa. Red. Description. Gamba Rossa, literally red leg, is better known as gamba di pernice, leg of a partridge. Associated regions and DOPs. Piedmont. Today, it grows mainly in the Asti province, especially around the towns of Calosso and Costiglione d'Asti, and in small quantities in the Saluzzese part of Piedmont. In the vineyard, medium compact bunches, medium large berries. It is a late ripening and on average vigorous variety. In the glass, young wines have pretty bright medium ruby color, very fresh, floral and red berry aromas, and are medium bodied. Wines 5 years and older have amber red hues, along with more spicy peppery, tarry, and balsamic aromas and flavors. Giacchè. Red. Description. Giacchè is a tincture grape variety, a coloring agent just like the members of the Colorinos. Associated regions and DOPs. Lazio, Tuscany, Umbria. It grows in central Italy in sporadic plots of vines and is probably most abundant in Lazio. In the vineyard, it is a very late ripening variety, producing very small wine volumes, very small berries. In the glass, deep purple in color with aromas and somewhat chunky flavors of prunes, cocoa, and herbs, and they almost always have a witty floral edge. Giacchè wines offer real structure but relatively smooth tannins. The air-dried versions, made from grapes left on the vine but with the stalks severed or twisted, offer greater depth and complexity of flavor. Girò. Red. Description. Like many other Sardinian varieties, Girò is most likely a traditional rather than a native grape of Italy, arriving on Sardinian shores during Spain's domination of the island. Associated regions and DOPs. Sardinia. It grows around Sassari and the Basso Campidano, in the province of Cagliari, and to a lesser extent near Oristano. The monovarietal DOC wines are Girò di Cagliari, no less than 100%. Girò can also be used in roughly 15 different IGT blends, such as Barbagia, Isola dei Nuraghi, Planargia, Romangia, Trexenta. In the vineyard, medium to medium large bunches and medium-sized berries. It is not a particularly vigorous variety. Its productivity is generally good but irregular. In the glass, Girò is available in a dry, sweet, liquoroso secco, fortified dried, and liquoroso dolce, fortified sweet, but is almost always found in sweet version. Lovely aromas of candied red cherries, milk chocolate, and plums macerated in alcohol. On the palate, it is delicately sweet and spicy, with abundant notes of very ripe red fruit. Guardavalle. White. Description. It is a rare variety. Guardavalle is named for a little town located between Locri and Noverate in Calabria, occasionally called Vardavalli. Associated regions and DOPs. Calabria. Grown mainly around the city of Reggio Calabria, especially on the side of Calabria that looks toward the Ionian Sea. In the vineyard, medium-sized bunches and berries, relatively late ripener and not very vigorous. In the glass, complex notes that will remind you of hazelnuts, red fruit, and tobacco, finishing long and with an almost tannic mouthfeel.
Listen to the Italian Wine Podcast wherever you get your podcasts. We're on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Himalaya FM, and more. Don't forget to subscribe and rate the show. If you enjoy listening, please consider donating through ItalianWinePodcast.com. Any amount helps cover equipment, production, and publication costs. Until next time, cin cin.